Hey everybody, welcome to HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com and here on my YouTube channel. And this week we're going to take a look at yet another plugin by the company Tone Empire. This is the OptoRed Compressor. I've had a couple of reviews already of some other plugins by Tone Empire. The Loch Ness 2, which is fantastic. The Model 5000, which is bus compressor, which is fantastic. And this is the OptoRed. So a lot of my followers and students have asked me about Tone Empire, told me to take a look at their plugins and let you know what I think, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to listen to this on maybe some drums, guitar, maybe some vocals, and just see what it does. Simple compressor. Let's see how it sounds, and we'll take a little journey over to Tone Empire's website and read up about the OptoRed. But before we get to that, if you like what you see in this video, please hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you go out to HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. I want to give you a free mixing course worth about $50 right on the homepage, HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. Links will be in the description box below. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I want to give you another free gift. So stick around to the end of the video. Let's jump here into Studio One. Let's take a look at the OptoRed. So the OptoRed is an LA2A style compressor. It's an optical compressor. The difference between this and the LA2A is the LA2A also has a tube circuit in it, which this one does not. And if we go over to their website here at Tone Empire and read up a little bit about this, here it is. It's $39 US as of the recording of this video. Affordable for sure. Cool looking compressor, and Windows and PC, Windows and Mac obviously. Talks a little bit about the compressor here, and they say this is the first of the series. This is the OptoRed compressor. As the name suggests, it's an optical compressor based on the famous American classic tube optical compressor. Hint, hint, LA2A. Found in literally every hit record ever made. The idea was to start with a one-to-one emulation and take things way beyond the original functionality. Okay, this optical compressor has a built-in side chain circuit. The LA2A doesn't have that. That's cool. Has a low pass filter. The LA2A doesn't have that either. An automatic gain and a wet-dry mix signal. So it does take it beyond the LA2A and some other features. This allows it to go beyond the original intent of just being suitable for vocals and bass. Typically an LA2A, in its simplicity form though, it could be used on anything, but you don't typically see people using an LA2A on drums or even guitars for that matter. It's typically bass and vocals, but I've used it on a whole bunch of things and it still sounds good. But the whole point behind the OptoRed here is they want to make it more versatile. So it's not just used typically for bass and vocals, but for other things as well. It says the OptoRed kills on drums, synths, percussion, and both electronic and acoustic instruments. Good. Okay, cool. Okay, and they say, unlike the original classic, the OptoRed is a super clean and does not impart any unwanted coloration. Okay, that's important to know. So an LA2A has a color feature to it. It also has a nice saturation to it as well, based on the tube circuit. This doesn't impart any coloration. This is intended to be a clean design, LA2A-esque with some modern features, okay? So there you go, and then you can check it out there. So that's what Tone Empire says about this great plugin. Let's take a look at it. So if we walk through the plugin, we have the nice big metering on the front. It's a cool looking plugin. I don't see that you can resize the interface, not that you need to. This is pretty good size here, but they don't allow you to resize the interface, and I think that's an important feature that most modern plugin manufacturers are doing. It'd be nice to see them do that. We can put this in compressor in limit mode, just like you can on an LA2A. You have one big knob that says compress. Pretty straightforward. Beneath that, we have an input signal here. These knobs are a little bit small. That's why I wish you can resize the interface to be a little bit larger. We have an auto makeup gain. I usually keep that off, but meaning the more compression you get, you normally would turn up the makeup gain, or it can do it under the hood and automatically compensate for you, however you want to use it. The low cut filter, as they say here. We have a wet dry, which is always very handy. Makeup gain, and we have our side chain circuit down here. We also have some presets that we can check out as well. So now, the original LA2A, you're right, doesn't have some of these features, but some of the more modern versions of the LA2A, for example, like the Slate Digital FGA, I think he calls it, has a wet dry knob and it has some additional features. And there's some other companies that make LA2A versions with some of this same style, and they also have the tube circuit emulated, which this does not. So this is supposed to be clean. So be it. Let's listen to it on a drum bus. So here it is on a drum bus. This is the only thing that is on the session. There are no other plugins anywhere on the session at all. This is a jazz kind of a track. Let's listen to what this does, and let's play around with this and see how it goes. Should probably get to where there's some drums, yeah? There we go. So let's play with this. Turn this up a little. I'm going to keep it on 100% wet. Let's check out this low cut filter. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's bypass it. That's before. Well, it really does bring out the sustain of the toms and the snare. It is very clean. There is no coloration vibe like an LA2A, which again, that's the intent of the design. There is some guitar bleeding, and this was all recorded in the same room together. Pardon me. So there's some mic bleed in there, but that's okay. But we're hitting it pretty hard. It's 100% wet. I put the low cut filter on at 30 hertz. Sounds okay. Yeah, push it a little more just to see what happens. Then we could do like a wet dry thing, like a parallel compression thing. A little makeup gain. Now the one thing I do notice is you can see how slow the needle goes back. The release time is very slow on this. Very, very slow. And again, just as something to keep in mind. It sounds okay. Does it do anything special? It's okay. You can press a little less maybe. Again, go back up to 100% wet. Let's try the auto makeup gain to see what it does. Oh wow, that's... Well, that doesn't make any sense. I probably have to turn this down to 0. Maybe that's why. Does it not defeat this? Okay, so the auto feature doesn't really work very well. It doesn't level match the plugin, so that's useless in my opinion. I would want to do it manually anyway, but I just wanted to check it. Okay, there it is on drums. Let's check it out on, let's say, this little guitar here, this kind of clean little lead guitar line. Again, let's do 100% wet here. Let's compress. It's before. Well, it does exactly what you would think on the tin. I mean, it does compress the transients a little bit. It does squeeze it a little bit. You could hear that, but because it doesn't really add anything else, to me, this is not a whole lot different than using just a stock compressor. It's okay. Again, but the thing about compressors for me, because I have a lot of them, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have lots of different compressors, and I think of compressors more than just a compressor. I really think about it as tone and what tone and coloration it can impart on the audio, and that would be the deciding factor in a lot of respects on what compressor I would choose for what element in a mix. This doesn't add that kind of color, really doesn't do anything special, so do I really need this in my collection? Not really. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but it doesn't do anything worth me spending $39 that another plugin that I don't already have does. Sort of low cut a little bit. And the release time being, let's see, the release time being so slow. And I think that has to do with the program material and how much it's pushed in, how much signal. That's before, after. Again, we could do like a wet dry thing. It sounds okay, not bad. That's what it sounds like on clean electric. Let's hear it on a vocal just to see what it does on a vocal, right? Why not? So let's go over here to a verse here and just kind of hear a vocal, quick vocal line, and see what it does there. And then we'll finish up and I'll give you my final thoughts on this thing. Come on, let's bring this loop in a little. Here we go.
Take me down in my necklaces and gown. Wanna play along tonight.
So we have two vocal tracks here.
Take me down, give me glamour by the pound. It be going around tonight.
Okay, let's do 100% wet.
Down at the palace, got to be addressed. Take me down where they mingle with the crown.
Before?
Can we be profound tonight?
Let it loop around again.
Royal, take me down in my necklaces and gown. Wanna play along tonight.
Turn down the makeup gain a little.
Take me down, give me glamour by the pound. It be going around tonight.
So we're just kissing it at this point.
Down at the palace, got to be addressed. Take me down where they mingle with the crown. Can we be profound tonight?
Let's do a little bit of a low cut here.
Royal, take me down in my necklaces and gown. Wanna play along tonight. Take me down, give me glamour by the pound. It be going around tonight.
Okay, we'll do like a 50-50 and hit it as hard as we
Down
can.
at the palace, got to be addressed. Take me down where they mingle with the crown. Can we be profound tonight?
Okay, let's hear the accumulative effect of these three things together. It's not on the keys or on the bass here, but let's listen to these three and I'll just bypass them all and we could see what it kind of does. That's before.
Take me down, give me glamour by the pound. It be going around tonight. Down at the palace, got to be addressed. Take me down where they mingle with the crown. Can we be profound tonight? Royal, take me down.
So there you go. So there's the OptoRed by Tone Empire. Honestly, and I like their plugins. The few that I've demoed so far are excellent. This one, in my opinion, I would pass on this one. Not because it's not a good compressor. It is. But again, for me, I don't like compressors that don't really impart any kind of coloration or tone. If I want a transparent compressor, I'll just use a stock compressor, or I have others that are very stock. To me, to have this, you know, really, in my view, you know, again, it's $40 for $40. If you want to try it out, hey, it's cool. They got some other, but if I was at the Tone Empire store, I would be buying their Loch Ness and the model, the Model 5000, I think it's called, which is the bus compressor, which is amazing. Those two plugins are outstanding, and I would highly recommend them. Again, there's YouTube videos for them already. I've already done those, but this one, I'd say, I'd pass on it. That doesn't blow my skirt up. Let's put it that way. But again, it's not a bad plugin, and it's not something that I'm, you know, knocking them for. It just doesn't do anything for me. And if it doesn't impart some coloration on the audio, and it's just a transparent compressor, then I don't really have a need for it. I already have a bunch of other ones like that, and I would use a stock compressor, to be totally honest. But that's my opinion. I'd like to know what you think. Leave some comments below. Let me know. Do you have this plugin? Do you like it? Am I totally off base here? Again, it's not, you know, if you do, that's okay. You want to disagree in the spirit of debating, go ahead and leave some comments below. But that's a Tone Empire OptoRed. Check it out if you want to demo it at their website. Links will be in the description box below. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I want to give you another free gift. So you're already going to go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. You're going to get your free mixing course, right? So if you like that course, if you dig my style of teaching and you think I'm someone that can resonate with you and you want to take some other additional training, some paid training courses around my site, that's wonderful. I want to give you a 25% discount coupon code. That discount coupon code is YouTube25. If you put that in at checkout, it will take 25% off any one of the training courses on my website. Again, it'll all be in the description box below. So go out, check out homerecordingmadeeasy.com, get yourself some additional training at 25% off. And until the next video, I've been Dave with homerecordingmadeeasy.com as well as mixingmadeeasy.net. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.